Good morning, Township. I'm Will Slaymaker, and welcome to Blue Streak News. Today, we take a look at Thomas's movie review and check out what our esports team has been up to. To start off today, we have Thomas's movie review. Let's swing right into it.
Good tidings, Manheim Township. I'm Thomas Quigley, and welcome back to a new episode of Press Play. Today, we're going to be looking at a famous superhero I'm sure you're all familiar with. He goes by many names such as Wallcrawler, Webslinger, and Webhead, but we all know him as the terrifying, the deadly, the amazing Spider-Man! Oh, no. Not this amazing Spider-Man. This movie still does have its merit. I'm talking about the original Spider-Man, released in 2002, directed by Sam Raimi, and starring Tobey Maguire as, in my opinion, the best movie Spider-Man. I expect Tom Holland fangirls to crucify me any minute now.
The movie opens with a very impressive looking credit sequence. Marvel films have always been really good about making breathtaking opening and closing credits. Peter Parker is your average high school teen who gets abused on a regular basis because of unknown reasons. He really only fits in with his two friends, Mary Jane Watson and Harry Osborn. One day, when visiting a science lab, Peter is bitten by a radioactive spider and gains superpowers. After the death of his Uncle Ben, Peter is inspired to use his powers to protect the city as Spider-Man.
For being a 2002 comic book inspired movie, this holds up really well. I mean, the effects aren't the best looking, but they're still really good.
The web slinging is a sight to behold and is accompanied by a grand orchestral score. The movie also has many clever scenes, such as Peter can see better without his glasses than with them once the powers take effect. He runs faster, he has to learn how to use his powers on his own, and by far my favorite scene in the whole movie, the costume montage. It's just Peter drawing potential designs for a suit, but the music and editing sells it for me. Seeing him go through many different designs until he finally draws the iconic Spider-Man suit is great. It's simple, but magical. Plus, he made the suit himself. He didn't have someone else make like 4 suits for him. No. Peter does his hero business all on his own, which I think is what makes Spider-Man so unique.
And on that note, this movie really captures what it means to be a Spider-Man film. The story has a solid beginning, middle, and end, and the sort of silliness of it allows it to be more akin to the comics. The movie isn't dark and gritty, which accurately reflects the carefree nature of Spider-Man/Peter Parker.
But this flick isn't without its flaws. The main flaw is the dialogue. It's not exactly cringy, just at some points stale and uninteresting. As an example,
I hunch.
Don't.
Also, I highly question Peter's choice to not tell MJ that he's Spider-Man. Not only does she find out anyway, but he's afraid that if they hook up, bad guys will go after her. I guess he's fine with his Aunt May still being in peril, though. And even though Willem Dafoe is a great actor and is the best pick for the Green Goblin, his scenes as Norman trying to resist the Goblin's influence do seem a bit iffy.
You killed them. We killed them.
We?
Remember your little accident in the laboratory?
Performance enhancers.
Bingo.
He's normally very calm and collected, but when the Goblin starts to take over, he's suddenly a frightened little boy. I understand why, but the execution is a bit questionable. I don't blame Dafoe, however. I just think that what he had to work with for those scenes put him at a bit of a disadvantage. But the dialogue can work, and has created some iconic moments, such as,
With great power comes great responsibility.
the tender moments between MJ and Peter that are legitimately sweet, and all the memes that have sprung up from this movie.
This is one of the best movies that I have seen in a while. I wasn't expecting a lot from this, to be honest, but it really exceeded my expectations. It's not perfect by any means, but it is still a great watch. I rate it 9 webs out of 10.
Hi. So, you know how we said in the beginning of the broadcast we were going to have an esports story? Well, that story is still currently in production, so it won't be ready until the next broadcast. However, to substitute for that story, we have this quick little segment about Minithon. So, take it away, Will.
Last Friday, 671 students participated in the 10th annual Minithon. During this all-nighter event, participants were able to hang out with friends, enjoy fun activities like basketball and obstacle courses, compete against the other grades in class wars, and dance in both Zumba and Techno Power Hours. All of the events proceeds to go to Four Diamonds Foundations, a nonprofit that helps in the battle against pediatric cancer. And this year, Minithon raised a record high of $144,118.41. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. Go check out our YouTube channel, Blue Streak News, for all past broadcasts. I'm Will Slaymaker, and we'll see you next time.